All right, so I wanted to bring you up to the north end of town. This is the uptown area. I just stopped in at the Realty Coffee Cafe. It's good to see businesses already opening back up. They're actually seeing cars out on the roads now. You'll see a few passing by. Couldn't buy the old Spanish mission now, the mission Nombre de Dios. I saw one or two branches down over here at the mission, but nothing really major up here. I don't know how high the water's got up here, if it got any flooding up here in this area, but so far everything looks pretty good. I'll switch around the camera here and show you what it looks like at the mission right now. They are still closed, but this is what it looks like over here at the mission. Just a few branches down in this area. After they open up, I'll take a walk through there and see what it looks like, but doesn't look like they fared too badly. The convenience store that is just down from the rain tree, that is open as well. So businesses are starting to open up and try to get cleaned up and back to normal so that they can start welcoming guests in as soon as possible. This town is a resilient town. It recovers quickly with things like this, but it's also time to get back to business. We've got to start making some money again to pay for all of this stuff. Important to support them when you get a chance to go out to the restaurants and things like that. Stop in at one of the attractions as well. This is a slow season. Take advantage of that, and we're probably going to be slow for a couple of weeks as people start to realize that the town is back and open and things like that. So I hope all of you are doing well at your own homes. I have seen a few more people out walking around than I did yesterday, which is a good thing. But they stayed in yesterday when the floodwaters were so high. I'm going to take a walk down Magnolia Avenue in front of the Fountain of Youth. I'm going to show you what that looks like because I want to see it as well. But as you can see, there's quite a few cars out on the road now. They're able to navigate safely. There is still a lot of debris around, so please be careful if you do go out. I'm going to head down towards the waterfront. So, actually, let's walk by and check on the old senator. One of the oldest trees that we know of in the city. They've been here over 400 years now. So we'll walk up there, take a look at that, and then we'll cut down to Magnolia Avenue that way. I'll check on our friends at the Fountain of Youth to see how they're doing. They have a lot of trees and those peacocks. We'll see how the peacocks are if we can. I think we have a sign down up here from one of the businesses. I don't know how long that's been down. Those definitely look like storm damage there. Is that Pelican Landing? But other than that, building looks like it fared very well. Just going to get the sign back up there. This is Myrtle Avenue that I'm crossing now. A little bit of debris, but nothing major down there. I'm talking with the owners at the Realty Cafe and coffee shop. They lost power for just a few minutes there in their building. The Abbott track seems to have lost power on Wednesday night. He did not think it was back on there yet, but I know there are crews standing by. As soon as it was safe for them to start getting to work, they will get to work and restoring power to the areas that are without it right now. So we're going to cut through the Villa 1565 here, the old Best Western. Check on the senator, see how he's doing. And this tree, this giant oak tree, is over 400 years old. We know that it was here when Pedro Menendez established the city of Saint Augustine in 1565. May have even been here when Ponce de Leon claimed this area for Spain in 1513. But this is the old senator. few branches down around, but a few limbs. But he is standing tall, standing firm, just like the city of Saint Augustine always does. If there's an area that you'd like us to check out, leave a comment on the video, and we will try to slip by, check it out for you, give you a little report. This is the old senator. It's a pretty healthy tree. The motel is pretty vacant, but I can hear that they have power. I don't know too many areas in this area of St. Augustine that lost power. I know there are some, but the areas that I've been in are maintaining power pretty well. I'm going to take you down here to Magnolia Avenue. Magnolia Avenue was voted one of the 10 most beautiful streets in America back in 1965. I think it is still one of the most beautiful streets in America. So we'll take a turn here and take a look and see how Magnolia Avenue fared, and then try to get into the area around the Fountain View and check it out. Please run into this archway and we'll take the left and see what Magnolia Avenue looks like. Okay, looks pretty good, man. All of these oak trees that have stood for so long, still doing well. A few little limbs here and there, some twigs, leaves. We'll get this cleaned up quickly. Peeking over the tabby wall here into the Fountain Views area. I'm too short to see over, but you guys can take a look there. Looks like this area wasn't hit too hard. Now, for those that don't live in the area, this wall here, this is made out of tabby. This is a man-made substance used by both the Spanish and the British. It's made up with oyster shells, lime, sand, and water. What they would do is crush up oyster shells and burn them. They gave them lime. And they would take that lime and mix it in with sand and water, and they gave them a little like concrete or mortar. They also use this in the construction of the fort. And the fort, we know, is made out of coquina. But the blocks of coquina are held together with the tabby plaster. Well, we're going to get to check on the peacocks because some of them are right out here in the street right now, out on Magnolia Avenue. Let's see if one of them wants to do an interview with us. Take a quick peek into the parking lot of the Fountain Views here. Branches and palm fronds and things like that down, but doesn't look like any structural damage from the part that we can see here. This is some of the leaves from the magnolia tree here on Magnolia Avenue, from one of the many magnolia trees here on Magnolia Avenue that this street is named after. It's lined completely with live oak trees, and I do feel it is still one of the most beautiful streets in America. I'm gonna take a little detour and see what these peacocks are up to over here. I'm coming out for a morning stroll. For those that don't know, there are over 80 wild peacocks over at the Saint Augustine. They are wild. They don't always stay there. Some of them come out and roam. Some of them fly off and move to other spots. I don't know why anybody would want to leave St. Augustine, but these are a few of the peacocks that kind of hang around the Fountain of Youth. I don't want to get too close and impact these birds in any way, but they are beautiful, beautiful creatures. Okay, well, the uptown area looks pretty good. Take a quick peek through the arches of the Fountain of Youth here. I know a lot of our school groups enjoy coming up here and learning about the history of the Fountain of Youth. It is one of the areas that has been the most explored by archaeologists because of all of the things that happened here. We just celebrated St. Augustine's Founders Day a few weeks ago here at the Fountain of Youth and at the Old Spanish Mission. There's a quick peek inside the Fountain of Youth. I can hear them already in there cleaning up and getting ready to welcome visitors back. I did speak to the manager of the old schoolhouse earlier today, and they plan to be cleaned up and open and ready to go tomorrow. So for those that have been wondering about their vacation plans here in St. Augustine, I would say keep them. Everything should be open within a couple days here and be back up and running as normal as possible and ready to welcome visitors back to the nation's oldest city. Peacock Crossing. Looks like he's just waiting on the park gate to open so he can get back in. I expect most residents and businesses here in St. Augustine are going to be out cleaning up and creating piles like this, and the city will come by and get them cleaned up as quick as we can. Prevent those things from floating into our storm drains and so forth so that we can get rid of the water that is remaining here in town. Didn't look like we had too much water coming over last night at high tide, which was one of the concerns that we had, was if the storm had stayed at a strong intensity and kept dropping rain along with another high tide, we would have had some more major problems here in St. Augustine, but fortunately that did not happen. So I think we escaped with the best of us. Check on your friends over in the west coast of Florida and as well South Florida, the areas that were severely impacted. I know in the Orlando area there was a lot of flooding as well, and that's an area where they don't get it very often. So people there aren't quite as prepared as many of them are here. I noticed a lot of people putting up sandbags and things like that here in St. Augustine, but I've never really seen them doing that much in Orlando with sandbags and flood barriers and stuff like that. So it's something that we do have to be concerned about here in Florida and be prepared for. But it looks like everybody's cleaning up well and getting back to normal. We're going to swing by the old jail complex here real quick, just see how they did here, and then we'll head to another part of town. Be back with another live later today. see one of the workers down at the old jail now getting cleaned up in the back area. It's kind of the back side of the old jail, back where the gallows are. If you've never been to Saint Augustine, that is a great spot to go and visit. Very fun tour to go through. It's also home of the Old Town Trolley. So this is the old jail. Many people mistook that building for a hotel. They would get off the trains and come up here wanting to check in. Well, it's not necessarily a place that you want to go and check in. So I'm going to take a quick walk through here. A little water there in the retention area where it's supposed to be. Also home of the oldest store museum there. So it looks like they're doing well. Getting all cleaned up and ready for visitors to return. So everything looks good here. Check and find out when they're going to be open. We'll post that up on the site later. We'll put a list of attractions that, as they reopen, try to compile lists of visitors and locals alike. Can go and patronize these businesses when you can, and also let your friends know. This is the old jail complex here. So there. Spice and tea exchange. Coffee shops are starting to open up. Looks like the Dunkin' Donuts up here on San Marco is open. Looking for a cup of coffee. Places are opening up. Hope everybody has a great day. I'll leave you here with check in later.